I'm Jim Hudspeth. I'm a professor here at Rockefeller University in New York. I'll be giving 2 lectures on January the 10th, dealing with human sensation, the perception of the external world by the brain. Now, the human brain is like a computer in that it captures information, it processes it electrically, and it turns it into outputs such as muscle contractions. But the inputs are our senses, and we're interested in our senses because of the remarkable feats that they perform, basically transforming energies in the world around us into signals that the brain can use. So what I want to do in the first of the 2 lectures is to talk about the general mechanisms by which this transformation occurs. I'll talk about the 5 classical human senses: vision, hearing, taste, smell, and touch. But I'll also go on to discuss senses that we do not have, but that other animals do. Bats, for example, can hear ultrasound, frequencies much above what we can detect. There are some animals, such as birds, that can detect infrasound, frequencies that are far lower than humans can perceive. Sea turtles and some other birds can detect the Earth's magnetic field and use that to guide them during their annual migrations. And there's still other senses, such as electrical senses, possessed by some fish. In the second lecture, I'll turn more specifically to one sensory modality, the particular one that our group happens to study, which is hearing. And in particular, I'd like to talk about human hearing. Hearing takes place in an apparatus called the cochlea that occurs inside the skull. It's in this dense temporal bone at the bottom of the skull. Sound comes in the external ear, feeds through this tube, and finally reaches the coiled, snail-like cochlea that you see here. That information is then converted into electrical signals that are suitable for interpretation by the brain. They flow along this yellow nerve and into the brain. So I'll explain how all of this comes about and give you a number of demonstrations. I hope you'll be able to join us on January the 10th.